Yes, children, today we're starting our discussion regarding new chapter, new theme, theme 7, Imperial Capital, Vijayanagara. And Imperial Capital, Vijayanagara, 14th to 16th century. You may be heard of the term Vijayanagara, definitely. The Vijayanagara rulers. Krishna Devaraya, maybe you heard about. The important city, Hampi, you may be heard about definitely the name Hampi. Vijayanagara, or city of victory, was the name of both a city and an empire. The empire was founded in the 14th century. In its heyday, it's stretched from the river Krishna in the north to the extreme south of peninsula. In 1565, the city was sacked and subsequently deserted, although it fell into ruin in the 17th 18th century. It lived on in the memories of the people living in the Krishna Tungabhadra Dam. They remembered it as Hampi, a name derived from that of the local mother goddess Pampa Devi. These oral traditions combined with the sources. Okay, from regarding the Vijayanagara, we get information from these sources. Oral traditions combined with archaeological finds, monuments, and inscriptions and other records help scholars to rediscover the Vijayanagara Empire. The important content, the theme of the lesson, the discovery of Hampi, the rulers, the Rayas. They use the term Raya in order to describe rulers. Okay, the Rayas, the Nayakas. Nayaka means the noble class. Sultans, the neighboring Bijapur Sultanate. Okay, then the Vijayanagara, the capital and its environs, the royal center, the sacred center, temples and bazaars. Okay, then still some of the questions also be there in order to find get the answer. Okay, these are the some of the content included in this lesson. Vijayanagara. Okay, the first important theme, the discovery of Hampi. Before that, we'll go through some of the pictures of this very important archaeological historical site of Vijayanagara, Hampi. Yes, yes, very important. Some of the pictures. Okay, 2 years before, we visited the site Hampi. Some of the signs of village life. Okay, yes, regarding the archaeological site of Vijayanagara, there include two important sites. One site, that entire area covered by the temple structure. Okay, the different temples, Veeravaksha temples, Vittala temple. Then another important uh, uh, Krishna Mandir. Of course, there exists the marketplace. Okay, so the one important area, the important area covered by the different temples, the sacred place. Then comes marketplace and another important site. Okay, the nearby the temple site of Vijayanagara. 200 meters away, another important sites include the palace sites. Okay, palace, where the king and the rulers resided, royal family resided. Okay, so presently these almost these all sites were in ruined. Okay, almost all them ruined. We only gets the some of the structures only. Okay, some of the almost all the super structures ruined because of the attack of Bijapur Sultans. Okay, so we only presently get some of the basic structure. Okay, other all structure ruined by because of the attack of Bijapur Sultans. Okay, regarding the 17th century. Okay, so the presently the archaeological department preserved this site, one of the famous World Heritage Sites. Okay, UNESCO declared Hampi as one of the pro- famous World Heritage Sites. So one important is the Ganesha. Okay, the deity of Ganesha, which carved on a single rock. Okay, monolithic. You can see that here. Uh, the deity of Ganesha, the surrounding areas. Okay, in that deity. So it's on the top of one hill. Yes, deity of Ganesha is here. Okay, it's monolithic, carved on a single rock. Okay, there is no additional rock, only one rock. The carved on a single rock. This deity of Ganesha. It shows the architecture elements. Okay, yes, yes. This one is the distant view of Virupaksha temple, the famous temple. Okay, located in the ground level. Okay. Yes, a distant view of Veerapaksha temple. Okay. Yes, other important temples is another viewpoint. Okay, another view of major site. Okay, Veerapaksha temple, another viewpoint. These all some of the views. Okay, the upper side. Okay, it's top of the hill. Yes, this one is one of the important structure ceremonial. This pond, okay, this included in the royal site of Hampi, okay, royal site of Hampi or palace site of Hampi. This is one pond-like structure they used for the some of ceremonial, okay, ceremonial purpose. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, this one is a elephant stable. Okay, uh, elephant stable. Okay, they maintain elephant in this stable. Okay, these are some of the site, some of the pictures related to the Hampi historical place. Yes, coming back to our discussion, Vijayanagara or city of victory was the name of both the city and empire. The empire was founded in the 14th century by Harihara and Bukka in 1336. So, who founded this empire? Harihara and Bukka. Harihara and Bukka both belong to Sangama dynasty. So, there were four important dynasty in the Vijayanagara. First important dynasty Sangama dynasty, and second one Saluva dynasty, and third one Tuluva dynasty, and fourth one Aravid dynasty. In this, the first dynasty, Sangama dynasty, founded by Harihara and Bukka. Okay, so Vijayanagara Empire founded in the 14th century by Harihara and Bukka. In 1336, the empire stretched from River Krishna in the north to the extreme south of peninsula. Hampi is another name of for Vijayanagara. The name Hampi is derived from the local mother goddess Pampa Devi. The local people remember Vijayanagara Empire as Hampi. The remains of Vijayanagara Empire have been found at the modern Hampi in Karnataka. Sources regarding we reconstruct history based on these sources, oral traditions, stories of Krishna Devaraya, like that oral traditions, inscriptions that we get from this royal site, monuments, okay, the buildings, temple structure, and other records help the historians to reconstruct the history of foreign accounts. Okay, the foreign travelers visited this place, Vijayanagara, and they also gave a lot of their records also gives information about the Vijayanagara kingdom. Now about the discovery of Hampi. Okay, for that please select next presentation.